This evening I'm going to show you how to make a Christmas door wreath, but for me there are a few extra ingredients that you need to make it really magical. A girlfriend, a bit of sparkle, and some bubbles. Did you get it? Now we can begin. What you're going to need is a 12-inch diameter wire frame, some conifer, some sphagnum moss, some stub wire, some real wire, mossing pins, and some plastic wrap to go around the back of your wreath. And finally, you'll need a variety of items to decorate. Lay out all your materials and give the moss a clean by removing all the twigs and bits of branch that you might find in it. So first of all, we need to attach the real wire to your frame. Just twist the wire around until it's quite secure. So you need to grab a decent handful of moss, pack it quite tightly, and set it onto your frame. And secure it by winding around the real wire piece. It's quite messy, and sometimes you will find bugs, worms, but keep going. So Caroline, do you want to have a go at that?
Okay. Oh, it's quite
I'll
moist.
just have a drink.
So tell me then, Lou, why do you have to have this moist moss? Can't you just use some drier material?
Well, no, because if it's not moist, you have to make sure at the beginning that it is quite fresh and it's got quite a lot of moisture in it. Otherwise, it will just flake off.
Okay. Well, it's taking shape, isn't it?
Make sure it's nice and full because you're basically using this as your base
Oh, I see.
to set your wires into when you start adding all the bits and pieces at the end.
Mm-hmm. And you can get this stuff anywhere?
You can probably get it from your local florist. Just go in and ask them. If they haven't got it in stock, they can order it in for you. It's quite easy to get. It's readily available from wholesalers. But once you've done that, you need to go around again and just wire and just
keep wiring.
Keep wiring all the way around. Okay, you've been round twice. That's great.
Yeah.
So if you just snip the wire and poke it straight directly into the moss, so it just secures it away from everything. So just squash it all down. And if there's any pieces sticking out, just give it a trim. So now you have your base for your wreath. And we're going to try and secure the back with the plastic wrap. And mainly what this does is protect whatever surface you're going to put this on, because ideally you're going to stick this on your door, hang it on the door, you could hang it on the wall. And what you need to do is just take it round and secure it with a German pin. Pop those in there and then just keep wrapping it backwards. The other thing I was going to say, if you don't have this special wreath wrap, you can just cut up a bin bag. Just get one of your black sacks, cut it into lots of strips, and it has exactly the same effect. Ideally, you're just trying to protect whatever surface it is that you're going to hang this on. And there we have it. Give it a snip. You're ready to start putting on your spruce. Now, you can use the spruce, but you don't have to just use spruce. You can find tree fern, you can find holly from the garden. Anything that you want to add to it is absolutely fine. Just try and make sure that it's something that will last a long time, so it's sort of an evergreen. What we're going to be doing is stripping, so they've got a little bit of an end, and then we're going to wire these using our stud wire. What you need is a short bit and a long bit. You need to wind the long bit around the stems so that you've got your 2 prongs there. They're lovely to use. So ideally what we need to do is make about 20 of those.
Okay, and it's time for a drink.
And it's time for a drink, yeah.
Cheers.
Once you've got a few of these, you start and you push it that way and then bend it back. It takes a little bit of a while to get it all covered. And also don't forget, you don't have to cover the whole wreath with this because you're going to be using bits and pieces later on. So you want a little bit of space in between some of these. And on top of this now, we're going to add a few bits and pieces. Now you can add whatever you want. If you want to go bauble-y, if you want to go blingy, totally up to you. We're going to go for something very natural today, using lots of dried oranges, cinnamon sticks, dried apples. You can get a lot of these things from your local florist. Even the supermarkets have started doing bags of mixed dried fruit and anything that you can find around the house to add to it. You grab an orange and you grab one of your thick stub wires, and with these they're a little bit tricky. You have to find the bit that allows you to go all the way through. There you go. And again you do the same thing, just bring it over.
I'll try and follow you. Straight the way through. Not as easy as it looks.
And twist it.
No, it's
well
okay.
done. So these, you know, once you've got your orange, you can just stick that in and do exactly the same thing, same principle. Wire everything up, push it in one way.
You can see quite quickly how it starts to come together.
Yeah, you can.
How am I going to wire that?
But generally when these come in, they have a it's like a maize cover that's dried, and so you've got a flailing bit of foliage there. You can actually literally go right around the foliage, but with these we would probably get a glue gun and just glue them in. You've got here the lovely cinnamon sticks, and they smell divine.
It already smells beautiful.
Cinnamon to me is just Christmas.
And that's so pretty. And what have you done with that? Put a straw
Literally,
bow?
that is just 3 or 4 cinnamon sticks. We've glued a little bit of dried orange to that and done a tiny little raffia bow, and beautiful. So you just keep working around your wreath, adding whatever you want, wherever you want.
You could get the whole family doing these little bits for you, couldn't you? Spend days getting things wired up and ready.
You could, and I think the kids would love sitting at the Christmas table, helping put all these things together.
Oh, so you put little bows
and then you can put little bows.
So whatever colour your front door is,
you can mix and match.
Mix and match them up.
And there we have it. A fabulous story. Next question, how do I attach it to my door? Okay, well basically all you need is a length of ribbon, and you can thread it through, avoiding all the lovely bits that you've put on. And you just bring it up, create yourself a nice big bow. And then if you've got a nail in your door, you just hang that on and it looks amazing. Alternatively, something I've done before is if you take, also stops people stealing from you, you take that over your door, over the top of your door, and actually pin it to the back of your door so that it's actually, and then you don't, if you pin it to the top with a drawing pin, you don't have a hole in your door that anyone can see. After Christmas, when the season is over and your wreath is still looking fabulous, remove everything that you've put on apart from the moss. Take everything off that's wired, take all the spruce off that's wired, because that definitely won't last for a year, until you're left with this. Then all you need to do is soak that really well. So stick it in your sink, soak it for an hour or so, take it out, put it in a plastic bag and put it in your shed. Then next year it'll be exactly the same. If you've enjoyed this and you'd like to have a go at making your own, we also produce a downloadable booklet that you can get from our blog site, which is www.isendflowersuk.co.uk. Thank you so much for coming and doing this with me.
It's fantastic. I love it. It's hard work, isn't it, Lou?
It is. But I find the more you drink, the easier it becomes.